Namaste everyone. In this lecture we are going to see question 27 to 34. Question number 27. A sum of money is invested at a compound interest payable annually. The interest in two successive years is rupees 225 and rupees 240. Find the rate of interest, the original sum, and interest earned in the third year. So here compound interest for first year, I can say that compound interest, let us see, write compound interest. So compound interest for first year is rupees 225 and compound interest for second year, compound interest for second year, it is rupees 240. So if you see the difference is 240 minus 225, that gives me rupees 15. Okay, so as for first year compound interest is 225 and for second year compound interest is 240, then this extra interest which we are getting this extra interest on the interest which we earned for the first year. So this rupees 15 is interest on rupees 225 for 1 year. So what I will say that, so rupees 15 is interest on rupees 225 for 1 year. Therefore, by using the formula for interest for 1 year, whenever we are calculating interest for 1 year, we can use formula for simple interest. So I will say that 15 is equals to, now I will consider my principal as rupees 225. So principal 225 into rate of interest we don't know, so let us take it as R, into time period is 1 year, divided by 100. So 15 into 100, I will calculate it. 15 into 100 will become 225 into R. Therefore 15 into 100 divided by 225 will give me value of R. So I will divide them with 5. So 5 3 is 15, 5 4 is 20, 5 5 is 25, then again with 3 I can cancel. So 3 1 is 3, 3 5 is 15. Now with 5 I can cancel. So therefore what I will say that with 5 5 3 is 15 and 5 2 is 10, 20. So 20 upon 3 is rate of interest. So if we simplify, I will say that rate of interest R is equals to 6.2 upon 3%. So 6.2 upon 3% is rate of interest for this particular sum. The rate of interest we have got is 6.2 by 3%. Now the next part of question is we have to calculate the original sum. Now here we know rate of interest as 6.2 by 3 and we know interest for first year is rupees 225. So let us use that. Interest 225 will be equals to principal we don't know into rate of interest is 6 2 by 3 into time period is 1 divided by 100. this is our second calculation. So 225 into 100 will be equals to P into 6 2 by 3 is 20 upon 3. So therefore 225 multiplied by 100 multiplied by 3 whole divided by 20 will give me P. So this 0 and this 0 I will cancel, and 2 5s are 10. Now I will multiply, therefore what I will say, that 5 3s are 15. So 225 multiplied by 15 is P. So therefore 15 5s are 75. So 5, 15 to the 30, 30 plus 7 37, 3, 15 to the 30, 30 plus 3 is 33. So 3375 is my principal. So therefore principal, that is original amount P, is rupees 3375. Now third part of the question, this is our first part we have done, second part we have done, and the interest earned in the third year. So interest earned in the third year, for that again we can use this simple interest formula. For that we should know what is the total amount after 2 years, or the amount at the beginning of third year. So here amount at the beginning of third year will be equals to this rupees 3375 plus interest for first year which we got 225 plus interest for second year which is 240. So 5 plus 5 10, 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 7, 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 7 13, plus 1 carry is 14, so 4. Now 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 3 7. Is there any carry? Let us see again. 5 plus 5 10 0. Then we have 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 7 13 plus 1 14, 4. 1 carry is there. So 2 plus 2 4 plus 3 plus 1 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8, and this is 3000. So this is amount at the beginning of third year. So therefore compound interest for third year. So as for 1 year only we are calculating interest. So we use simple interest formula, which is principal, that is 3840, into rate of interest we have find out. This is 6/2 upon 3, and year is 1 divided by 100. So this is 3840 multiplied by 20 upon 3 whole divided by 100. So 8 plus 4 12, 12 plus 3 15. So I can cut this with 3. So 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 8s are 24. So your final answer is 1280 multiplied by 20 whole divided by 100. So this 0 and this 0 cancel. Now 2 8s are 16, 1, 2 2s are 4, 1 5, and 2 1s are 2. So rupees 256 is the interest for third year. So therefore interest for third year is rupees 256. Okay. Now let us again see the problem, what is given and what we have to find out. The problem is a sum of money is invested at a compound interest payable annually. The interest in 2 successive years is rupees 225 and rupees 240. Find the rate of interest, the original sum, and the interest earned in the third year. Okay. So first of all, they have given compound interest for first year and compound interest for second year. So what we have done, we have find out the difference between the compound interest for 2 years. Now the difference is interest earned on compound interest of a first year. Okay, you have to keep this thing in mind. So interest earned is rupees 15 on rupees 225. So here we can use the formula for simple interest and we can find rate of interest. So by calculation we got rate of interest as 20 upon 3, that is 6.2/3%. Now next, once I know the rate of interest, once I know the compound interest for first year, the compound interest for first year is same as simple interest for first year. So I have rate of interest, I have interest, as well as I know the period is 1 year. So using the formula I, that is interest equal to PR into T, time is 1 upon 100, I can find out the value of P, principal. So here we have used the same formula again and we have find out the value of P, which is 3,375. Now my original amount is 3,375. In 1 year I earn interest of 225 rupees and in the next year I earn interest of rupees 240. So I add them and I got total amount as 3,840. Now this 3,840 is the amount at the beginning of third year. So I know the amount at the beginning of third year, I know the rate of interest, so I can find out interest earned on this amount in third year. Now as on each successive year I am adding interest, so the interest which I will get will be the compound interest for third year. So by calculation we got compound interest for third year as rupees 256. I hope you understand this problem. Okay. Now let us move to question 28. Now question 28 is, on what sum of money will the difference between the compound interest and simple interest for 2 years will be equal to 25 if the rate of interest for both is 5% per annum. So if you see what is given, you have given difference in simple interest and compound interest for 2 years and rate of interest is given. So the value of R we know. In solution what we say, the value of R is 5%, time which is N, time period is 2 years, and thirdly difference between compound interest and simple interest for 2 years is given rupees 225. What we have to find? We have to find P. So P is question mark that we have to find out. Now if we see the formula for compound interest for 2 years, so compound interest for 2 years, the formula will be P into 1 plus R upon 100 the whole power N minus 1. This is the formula for compound interest. So in our case this will become P into 1 plus R is 5, so 5 upon 100 whole power N is 2 minus 1. This will become P into, I will simplify, 5 1 the 5, 5 2 the, so 1 plus 1 upon 20 the whole square minus 1. Now this will give you answer as P into 1 plus, so this is 21 upon 20, so this is 21 upon 20 the whole square minus 1. So this is my compound interest for 2 years. And simple interest for 2 years is simple interest. The formula for simple interest is P into R into T divided by 100. So 5 to the 10. So I will say that this is P upon 10. Now what is given? It is given that compound interest minus simple interest is equals to, the difference is given rupees 25. So the difference is rupees 25. Now in place of compound interest we write 21 P into 21 upon 20 the whole square minus 1. So P into 21 upon 20 the whole square minus 1 minus simple interest is P upon 10. The answer is 25. Now I simplify here. So P into 21 upon 20. So 21 square is 441. 20 square is 400 minus 1 minus P upon 10 equal to 25. So therefore P into this is 441 minus 400 upon 400 minus P upon 10. So as here we have denominator as 400. So what we do? We multiply here and divide by 40 so that here also denominator will become 400 and right hand side is 25. So this is P. Now 441 minus 400 is 41. So this is 41P upon 400 minus this is 40P upon 400 and here the result is 25. Therefore 41 minus 40 is 1. So P upon 400 is equals to 25. Therefore P is equals to 25 into 400. The result will be 25 4 is 100. So 100 and 2 0 more. So rupees 10,000 is your principal. Okay, let us revise what we have done. Question is on what sum of money will the difference between the compound interest and the simple interest for 2 years will be rupees 25 if the rate of interest charged for both is 5%. So rate of interest is 5%, period is 2 years and the difference between compound interest and simple interest is given 25. We have to find P. Now we know the formula for compound interest. It is P into 1 plus R upon 100 power n minus 1. So for 2 years we will apply the formula. We will get some simplified version. Then for simple interest for 2 years we have P RT upon 100. So this gives us P upon 10 and their difference, okay, we write and we equate. After equating we get the value of P. So this is simplification. You know how to simplify. Do the simplification and get the answer. Now let us move to the next problem. Question number 29. The difference between compound interest for a year payable half yearly and the simple interest on the certain sum of money lent out at 10% for a year is rupees 15. Find the sum of money lent out. Now here again the problem is same what we have done in problem number 28. Only the difference is that here compound interest is charged half yearly and simple interest is charged for full year. So if I find the expression for compound year as it is charged half yearly, so compound interest for 1 year will be P into 1 plus R upon 100 power n minus 1. This is the formula for compound interest and here what I will say that here R is 10 upon 2, that is we are compounding half yearly, so the rate of interest we divide by 2, so it becomes 5% and n number of period will become 1 into 2. So for 1 year the period half yearly period will become 2. So n will become 2. Therefore your compound interest will become P into 1 plus the value of R is 5 upon 100 the whole power 2 minus 1. And for simple interest we charge interest for 1 year as 10%. So simple interest will be P into rate of interest is 15 into period is 1 year divided by 100. So with 5 I can cancel. So it is P, I will get 5 3s are, so it is 3P upon 5 2s are 10, so 3P upon 20. Now the difference between this compound interest and simple interest here in this problem is rupees 15. So this is 15 rupees. Therefore, what we will say? We will say that P into, now 1 plus 5 upon 100. So it is 1 plus 5, 1 the 5, 5 to the power 2 minus 1 minus 3p upon 20 will be equal to 15. So p into, this is 21 upon 20 the whole square minus 1 minus 3p upon 20. This will give me result as 15. Now I calculate. This is p. Inside the bracket I have 441 upon 400 minus 1 minus, as here we have 400, so I multiply this 3p divided by 20 and divide by 20, so that here also denominator will become 400. So this is p into 441 minus 400. In the last problem, the same kind of calculation we have done. Minus 20 into 3, 60p upon 400. This gives me result as 15. 441 minus 400. This is 41p upon 400 minus 60. So there is something wrong. It should not be 60 upon 400. Let us see where we made mistake. So this is compounded half yearly. So see here in simple interest, the rate of interest is not 15, it is 10. So this part is 10. So this will become 2 upon 20 and 2 upon 20. So when I multiply by 20, this will become 40. So this is 40p upon 400. So 41p upon 400 minus 40p upon 400 will give you answer as 15. 41 minus 40 is 1. So only p upon 400 is equal to 15. Therefore, p is equals to 15 into 400. 15 for the 60. So I will say the principal is rupees 6,000. Is this problem simple? Yes. Okay. Let us again see what is the problem. The difference between the compound interest for a year payable half yearly and the simple interest on a certain sum of money lent out at 10% for a year is rupees 15. So difference between compound interest and simple interest is given. Now here for compound interest, we are paying compound interest half yearly. So for half year, we are going to charge interest. So for half yearly, my rate of interest will become 5 and number of period for 1 year it will become 2. So I will use the formula for compound interest and formula for simple interest and find their difference. Their difference will be rupees 15. So I equate that difference and I will get P. The value of P is rupees 6,000. Now let us move to next problem, question number 30. Question number 30 is the amount of at compound interest which is calculated yearly on certain sum of money is rupees 1250 in 1 year and 1375 in 2 year. Calculate the rate of interest. So here again we have to find rate of interest. Now compound interest for first year, compound interest for first year is rupees 1250. Now if you see this problem, some of the part you will find similar to question number 27 which we have done just now. Compound interest for second year. So this is compound interest for second year, not for 2 year. Compound interest for second year is rupees 1375. Now we find difference. So here difference is 1375 minus 1250. 5 minus 0, 5, 7 minus 5, 2, 3 minus 2, 1 and 1 minus 1 is 0. So difference is rupees 125. So this rupees 125 will be interest on rupees 1250 for 1 year. So this rupees 125 is interest on rupees 1250 for 1 year. Therefore 125 will be equals to 1250 into R upon 100. Period is 1 year, right? So therefore this 0 and this 0 I will cancel. 125 into 10 divided by 125 will be R. This 125 and 125 cancel. I get the value of R. I get the value of R as 10%. So your rate of interest is 10%. Okay. The question is calculate the rate of interest. So question is simple. Okay. Let me revise from question number 27 to question number 30 once again. And question number 21, we have a sum of money is invested at a compound interest payable annually. The interest in two successive year is rupees 225 and rupees 240. We have to find the rate of interest, the original sum and interest earned in third year. So the sum of money invested at compound interest payable annually, the interest in two successive years. So compound interest for first year is 225 and for second year is 240. So for calculating rate of interest, what we do, we first find difference. That difference will be interest on this first interest, that is rupees 225. So using the formula for simple interest, we can find value of R. So once we get the value of R and interest for 1 year, so we can calculate the original sum P. So using rupees 225 and R as R, what we have calculated here, R as 20 upon 3, we can find the principal. So interest for 1 year is equals to P into rate of interest into 1 upon 100. So that gives you the principal for first year. So original principal you can say. So this P is your original principal. Now we have to calculate interest for third year. So first I will find the amount at the beginning of third year, that will be this original amount plus interest for 2 years, that is 225 and 240. I add them and I got 3840. So compound interest for third year will be this amount I will take as principal, and to rate is 62/3, that is 20 upon 3, and period will be 1 year because for third year only I am calculating from the beginning of third year. So this gives me 256. So this 256 is amount for third year. And if I want to find total compound interest for 3 years, so what I will do, I will add this 256, this 240 and 225, and I will get total compound interest. The question number 28 was, on what sum of money will the difference between the compound interest and the simple interest for 2 years is rupees 25 if the interest charge is 5%. So here rate of interest is given, the difference between compound interest and difference between simple interest and compound interest for 2 years is given. So again I will use the formula for compound interest and formula for simple interest, take the difference, equate this difference with 25 and I will get the respective amount, that is P. Question number 29 is the difference between compound interest for a year payable half yearly and the simple interest. So this question number 29 and 28 is same. The only difference is that here it is compounded half yearly, right? So again the formula for compound interest will adjust little bit for rate of interest and number of period, and then difference between compound interest and simple interest is there. And question number 30, again interest for 2 successive years is given. So based on that I will find difference. That difference will be interest on this 1250. So using this I can find the rate of interest, right? Okay. So there are 4 more problems that I will cover in next class. Thank you.